One of the worst habits that human beings have is to see the watch. It's so painful to me when I'm talking, people see the watch. I just can't bear it. Because now you are beyond time, beyond space. What are you going to do by saving time? What have you done so far? That shows your priorities. Our priorities must change. And you can change them easily once you start enjoying. Once you have tasted the nectar of divine love, the Amrita, then you are not going to drink dirty water. But you first of all remember that, the joy that you enjoy. That is one way of fixing, so-called fixing your subtlety. It's the attention which gets covered by gross things of life, even in the emotional side of it. For example, you have relationships. We have seen some Sahajogis being lost like that. They had some very gross relationships with people, even gurus, and some of them were friends, and some other dirty relationships, you can say. And they couldn't give up, and they are lost. So you have to sit down and find out, why am I not enjoying myself? I'm the loser. Because those things, if they were joy-giving, I would not have run towards them from one to another. They never satisfied me fully. So why to go back to them again? The emotional enjoyments whom you regard as something very important are also to be weighed in the new dimension of your attention and the subtleties. You consider somebody as your very near and dear, and you have a business relationship or some sort of a, I don't know what sorts of human relations people have. You must know that it is very superficial and you cannot have any joy out of it. Like you drink water from a cup. Now, the cup itself is superficial. The water is superficial. The most important thing is your tongue, which can feel the water. If the tongue cannot feel the water, and if the water feels like stones, what's the use of taking water? So the most important thing is the taste in the tongue, in the essence. In the same way, the essence of our enjoyment is the joy. And the joy is in feeling the vibrations. So wherever you get the joy, you should have it. But this new awareness is not so much gone into your being. That's why this is a problem. Otherwise, for human beings, it is not difficult to tell him that this is nice, you drink. He takes it and he knows it is nice. He won't eat something that is bitter. If you have to give him something horrible tasting, you'll have to give him chocolate first and chocolate later. But human beings, when they become evolved, I have seen that they are more prone towards these horrible things because of their previous attractions. So, put your attention fully towards divine. Pull it out completely towards it, so that there is no attention left towards the gross sides. Even now, I find people coming and asking me, Mataji, I have a problem, I want a job, what should I do? This is to be done, that is to be done. Of course, that is, by the way, is all right. But if that attracts your attention, means you have lost sense of your understanding that you are a Sahajogi and that your joy is in the subtler form and you can enjoy. So these gross things are never going to give you joy. So why not ask for something that is going to give you that subtle joy which you can enjoy. Only you can enjoy. So this is what happens to our attention. We get lost because of our previous ideas and our emotional bindings. And we can also say that our spiritual bindings, so-called, we are Hindus, Muslims, Christians, we are vegetarians, non-vegetarians, we are I don't know, we are Brahmins, non-Brahmins, and all kinds of things we are. But we are not what we are. And all these things again also come back to you, that we are Jains. So we are Jains, so we are very great people. You get me any Jain from anywhere or anyone from anywhere. Does he have this sense of vibration? Then how is it that person becomes your guru, or that person can teach you about these things? You are now a master. Does the headmaster comes and learns from the boys who are admitted in the schools? I have seen even a newcomer who comes in, if he has a bada, he can entice away at least 5% of Sahajogis easily. He will talk big, he will show off, and he can bring some guru inside, and 5% will run after that, minimum. How do you explain? Only thing is that you should not be one of them. Everyone should think for oneself and not for others. You should think that this you are capable of or not. So in spiritual bindings also your attention is lost like that. And all these dimensions are outside. Now, in a description of Gokul, of Vrindavan, you must have read that when Krishna used to play his flute, all the women who were working, the gopis in the household, would leave every work, everything. The milk would be boiling, and the work was half done or full done. They were eating their food, or in whatever pose they were sitting, they would just get up and run towards that murli. And when they would go there, they would stand just like a picture, Chitravata se thade, just like a picture, no movement in the body, nothing, just standing and listening with full attention. What was so? He was not even speaking, just a murali being played, and all of them just listening like a picture. What was it? The enjoyment that they were feeling. The enjoyment they were enjoying within themselves, the joy that was pouring into them with that murali. Just standing and listening, that's all. What is that? That is the subtleness of that enjoyment. Just like meditation, they would stand. In the same way, your attention and mind should be on Sahaja, on your being one with God. You are one with God. Put your centrifugal force towards God completely. Put yourself in connection all the time with God, and the rest of the work is done. Yantravat, just like instruments, the whole thing will start working. The human mind is used to do things in a ritual way, that they think that if you have to raise this house, now you have to dig first the foundation, then the piling up, and then you have those pillars, and then you have to have the roof. And that is how one after another they plan out things. But in God's own kingdom, there is no planning. You just sit down and just enjoy. If your attention is there, all the work is done. Full attention. And then he takes out work and give full priority to that. Do not compromise your way through. You have to help others also to come up. So, must remember, for that also your attention should be on your Atma, on your spirit, on God. Completely one with Him in that joy. The whole heart is there, and with your both hands and with your both feet, with all your attention you can pull out people, because your attention is all the time fed, nurtured and looked after. Then you will enjoy also the lifting of the people. Nothing can be all right unless and until you develop the subtleties of your attention. And they develop by receding your attention from all that is gross. Recede your attention whenever it goes too much into any thought like that. Oh, forget it. But into vibrations you pay full attention. Seeing vibrations, you pay full attention. Seeing your own vibrations, pay full attention. Other things you need not worry. They will be all looked after. That is how your attention is subtler in the kingdom of God. The style is different. When the lotus is in the mud and it has to come out, it finds its ways through many crevices and many holes in that mud. But when it is out in the open, absolutely liberated, free, then it does not go on dashing here and there, but just opens out and receives the beautiful dew. And the dew melts the fragrance in the lotus. Automatically the fragrance starts flowing. It's a different style altogether. It's a different method. It's a different way of life that is being Sahaja.